Hello, I'm Tricia Hatley, and it's my pleasure to keep you in the know with NSPE. As you strive to stay on top of your professional and personal life, please remember that NSPE is a resource for you. I want to start by providing a few updates regarding testing that affect the entire engineering team. Licensure and certification focus on education, experience, and examination in determining who is knowledgeable, qualified, and competent to protect the public. NCEES and NICET, the National Institute for Certification in Engineering Technologies, a division of NSPE, each rely upon examinations and exam centers. Pearson VUE exam centers, which proctor the PE and FE exams and all NICET exams, began reopening May 1st. Due to social distancing, additional safety precautions, and scheduling efficiencies, Pearson VUE canceled all previously scheduled appointments and is now rebooking. Affected customers will receive notice from Pearson VUE. Due to the distancing restrictions, required test centers will continue to operate at approximately 50% seating capacity, resulting in constrained appointment availability. NICET has extended all candidate testing windows through December 31st. Candidates may need to expand their search for available times to several months into the future. Please visit NICET's website for the latest information regarding certification and recertification. Our May-June issue of the PE magazine is online, highlighting how our members and state societies are coping with COVID-19, leadership lessons from the pandemic, and how engineering education is adapting and helping. We realize organizations across the United States are navigating a new normal as the impact of the novel coronavirus and civil unrest accelerates. With the widespread recommendations of social distancing and many states facing stay-at-home orders or reopening, engineering firms have had to shift to a primarily or completely remote workforce. Watch for the upcoming July-August issue of the PE magazine, where members of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Committee are contributing to a special issue that will address questions like, why should I care about diversity in engineering? Also, look for results from the latest Engineering Outlook survey to find out what PEs think about the profession's important issues. The NSPE strategic plan represents both continuity and change. Continuity with the society's unchanging goal of protecting public health, safety, and welfare, and a recognition that we needed change in order to achieve more impact through strategies backed by resources that will deliver real-world results. It starts from a simple premise, something that has been NSPE's reason for being since it was founded 85 years ago. It is a premise that should resonate with any man or woman on the street, regardless of their knowledge of NSPE, engineering, or licensure. Namely, that we all deserve to live in a world where we can be confident that the engineering decisions affecting our lives are made by qualified and ethically accountable professionals. NSPE's unique role in bringing this vision to reality follows in a mission statement of just 9 words: to foster licensed professional engineers in service to society. As part of its strategic plan, NSPE has established 3 key focus areas: shaping public policy, educating for the future, and promoting diversity in tomorrow's engineer. NSPE actively promotes the value of the professional engineer for the public health, safety, and welfare, and advocates for standards and qualifications that provide competent and ethical practices across the entire engineering team. As the recognized and authoritative expert in engineering licensure, engineering technician and technologist certification, ethics, and professional practice, NSPE provides the knowledge and tools necessary to become licensed or appropriately certified and to remain current with changes in technology, law, regulation, and society in order to empower competent and ethical engineering by the entire engineering team. NSPE is committed to improving the profession by advocating for and supporting a climate of diversity and inclusion. Through ongoing and effective partnering, training, programs, and outreach, NSPE will actively work to ensure that membership in our organization reflects the ever-changing demographic of our society. NSPE's government relations team is working tirelessly to support NSPE members and the PE profession in this time of coronavirus. Our team frequently combs through new pieces of legislation and executive orders related to the pandemic that potentially impact our members. We're beginning to see a trend that indicates that some states may try to make permanent the relaxed licensing requirements put in place in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Already, anti-licensure organizations are releasing statements and, quote, guidance for state governments. suggesting their willingness to relax licensing requirements prove that the requirements aren't needed at all. The changes are as minor as expedited licensing for out-of-state workers to major changes like eliminating education or examination standards. Also related to COVID-19, NSPE is in the midst of an effort to expand eligibility for the Paycheck Protection Program to 501c6 organizations. When the PPP was first created, 501c6s were left out of this relief opportunity, and we, along with other professional associations, have faced the consequences of Congress's actions. NSPE advocated for the passage of the provision of the HEROES Act, which would expand eligibility of the PPP to all 501c organizations, which ultimately passed the House. We're currently working with members of the Senate to share our support of ensuring a similar provision is included in any upcoming COVID-19 related legislation. NSPE members can play an active role in this effort by contacting their senators and voicing support through our NSPE Action Center. Through our Quorum page, members can see maps and lists of COVID-19 state actions that impact small businesses and licensure. These resources can be found through the COVID-19 webpage on the NSPE website, and these lists include custom descriptions and will update in real time to give members the most up-to-date and accurate information on how their profession is being affected. NSPE is also tracking and identifying executive orders and legislation related to COVID-19 and has created one-page printable reports. Please note that this page is a work in progress. As we uncover legislative actions in the states, we will update the content on the map as it becomes available. If you are aware of legislation that hasn't been published to this page and should be, please send an email to governmentrelations@nspe.org. The recent focus on COVID-19 related actions has not taken attention away from our other advocacy work. NSPE's government relations staff continues to promote the value of the PE license and a qualified engineering team. NSPE works to create narratives emphasizing the important role licensing serves in protecting the public and stands ready to strike when deregulation comes to the forefront of policy discussions. NSPE also stands ready to advocate for the presence of professional engineers in areas of emerging technologies, which is evident by the submission of 2 separate public comments on the need to have a PE involved in the creation of standards and regulations surrounding emerging technologies. The NSPE government relations team is always working to promote and protect the PE license, even in areas that may seem to outsiders as a lesser priority during the time of COVID-19. As we educate for the future, NSPE is excited to announce a suite of online educational events that will be centered around the annual celebration of PE Day on August 5th. This year, the Professional Engineers Conference is coming to you. In order to protect the health, safety, and welfare of our members while continuing to provide meaningful and valuable education and engagement opportunities, NSPE leadership has made the decision to postpone this year's Professional Engineers Conference in Philadelphia until the summer of 2021. We are excited to announce that NSPE is hosting a virtual PE conference August 3rd through the 7th. At Virtual PECon, you can enjoy all of the educational sessions and networking roundtable discussions from the comfort of your home. Virtual PECon allows for more attendees across the country to participate safely and conveniently and take in as much content as desired. It is a solution that is mindful of many personal and professional challenges individuals are facing today. This new virtual program will better allow attendees to participate according to their schedules even more easily than in a typical year. Sessions can be experienced in a virtual live environment or by accessing recordings at a time more convenient to the individual. Virtual PECon will be easily accessible and affordable due to the elimination of travel costs and reduction of registration fees. PDH credits will be available for education sessions comparable to the amount you could earn at a regular PECon. Virtual PECon also aims to provide networking and social connection with colleagues in addition to professional development opportunities. Our conference at a glance, available online, includes information on all sessions, tracks, and registration options. Find out what speakers are presenting along with the professional development hours offered. Virtual PECon offers a variety of options for you to attend on your terms at your convenience. It's truly your conference, your way. You can find a registration option to fit your budget. For instance, the single session is just $39. Or you can purchase a full day track, which gives you access to 3 PDH sessions, networking morning coffee talks of your choice each day, and an evening post session discussion for just $99. Our All Access Pass gives you access to 15 PDH sessions, your choice of coffee talks and evening post session discussions each day, and you can get this full access for just $249. Virtual PECon fits with your schedule. Have to miss a session for a client meeting? All PDH sessions will be recorded and available for viewing immediately following the conclusion of the session. You can spend time with your peers in the morning coffee talk sessions, which are great for connecting with people across the country and discussing issues that are important to you. Post-session roundtables can serve as happy hours to break down the topics of the day. But don't forget, it's BYOB. The PECon is a conference that celebrates our profession. Events are centered around our annual celebration of PE Day on August the 5th. So join your peers in celebrating your work and learning about the latest trends in the industry. For many of you facing licensure renewal at the end of June, I want to remind you that NSPE's PE Institute continues to be your source for continuing education and online learning. You can find it at nspe.org/PE-institute. NSPE members can access 15 free courses online immediately, in case you've procrastinated on that deadline, which include our popular Engineering Ethics series, as well as seminars on advancing your career, staying up to date with the latest engineering technology. PDHs from the free courses are recognized by most U.S. states, including Florida. NSPE has put together a short video for you on how to access these 15 free courses. Check back weekly on the PE Institute to see a listing of updated live webinars and state society and local chapter virtual meetings. All states and chapters are encouraged to post their offerings here. Diversity is a major theme in NSPE's strategic plan, and it recently gained a place in the NSPE Code of Ethics. For any future-focused, proactive profession and professional society, diversity is increasingly a strategic imperative. But there needs to be an acknowledgement of the missed opportunities created by the biases in our personal, professional, and societal lives. As written in NSPE's policy, NSPE actively encourages diversity in all areas of the engineering profession and within the organization. Did you know that NSPE has a Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Advisory Committee? The committee makes important decisions for the society on topics and content of interest to our members and much more. The National Society of Professional Engineers deplores the injustice within our society that led to the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and countless others. We also condemn the violence it has in some places provoked. Racism in any form is not acceptable. To this end, I would remind all members that basic human decency and the NSPE Code of Ethics demand that engineers shall treat all persons with dignity, respect, fairness, and without discrimination. The violent events we are witnessing make us all painfully aware of the work that remains to be done to address the root causes of this societal ill and heal its wounds. They also underscore our profession's imperative of putting our own house in order. Read the full text of the message from NSPE President David Martini on nspe.org. As we look forward, we celebrate tomorrow's engineers. We congratulate the class of 2020 who face uncertainty as they seek to begin their careers or the next stage of their education. We know that great things await you. Through the Graduated Dues Program, NSPE allows student members the opportunity to remain members as they ease into their professional careers. NSPE offers discounted membership dues to recent college graduates of ABET accredited schools and/or programs. If qualified, recent grads will join NSPE at a discounted rate of up to 80% off of full dues, depending upon the year of your graduation. If you're early in your engineering career and looking toward a future in leadership, NSPE is excited to offer a special opportunity for leadership training and networking through the Emerging Leaders Program. This intensive 7-month professionally facilitated virtual program is perfect for promising young professionals who are just beginning to lead and think strategically in the profession and in their careers. Between August 5th and February 27th, participants will receive specific training on how to be successful at higher levels of leadership responsibility. Experienced engineers who know of promising candidates should encourage those potential participants to apply. Applications are due July 1st. Finally, I'm excited to invite you to respond to this year's NSPE Call to Volunteers. We need your knowledge, expertise, and time to help us accomplish our strategic goals. To match you with the most appropriate opportunity, please fill out the form online by July 15th. Please note that each year we receive many requests from members eager to share their experience and knowledge by volunteering. While every effort will be made to place you at your desired engagement level, we may be unable to make an exact match due to the limited number of positions and in some cases requirements for regional representation on a council or a committee. If we're unable to place you for the coming year, we'll keep your request on file for future opportunities. Follow us on social media to keep up with the latest in the industry and reach out to our member services team if you have any questions.